Hey lads, this is day 254 of my series to get to 2konchess.com, and we have been playing a whole bunch of games offline. We are currently at 1730. We won a bunch, we lost a bunch, we got up to like 1750 something, and we went back down to 1730. So today I'm going to play, and I want to play well, but I realize I need to play more games to really improve, and so I thought I would just play more games on this account because my other account ran out of membership, so I can't review the games. If you don't like this and you want every single game to be on the series as it has been, I don't mind trying to just play on another account and analyzing the few games I can, or playing on Lichess for practice because I often play on Lichess. But let me know. Let's play a game today. We're at 1730. And let's see if we can get a win. King's pawn. So we play Sicilian. He's going for an Alapin. So we will play our dragon. Kind of setup, whatever this is called. Play the pawn forwards. Let's play the knight here. Push, take, I think. I think this is an okay move. He goes all the way back. Definitely interesting. Let's castle. Okay. This is his weak pawn. He's only got these two defenders of it. So maybe we can attack it. We could also bring the knight back and attack this one. Queen here, here, here. Queen here, he pushes though. So that's no good. I think I'll start with this move and try to play b5. Get our bishop on a good diagonal. And let's see, where can we play our knight? Maybe knight back to here and route it around. Also, we can play here. Let's try this. This is an interesting idea. Two attackers on here. But two defenders. Maybe bishop or rook here. And now we have sack here, 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 which is interesting. But what else do we have? Maybe pawn up. Honestly, not sure. I think pawn up looks okay. We do have to be careful though, because as soon as he does sack, he's hitting this guy. I like this move though, because I think it does get rid of one of these pieces. And if we bring the rook in, seems good. We also have pawn in. I think we go for this now. He's going to play here. He didn't. So we'll go for this move. And I like my position, honestly. I feel like it's pretty solid. Here he takes. We don't want that. We can also come here. We can also come here. If I come here, he's got to go here, here, or here with his queen. And none of those really attack my rook. And if he goes to this one, then we can bring the bishop back. Let's try it. Now the bishop can come back. Maybe we should have left it here and we played the bishop here. I don't know, but this pin seemed kind of bad for the bishop. But I don't know. Let's come back to here. But now he's attacking this one, actually. So maybe we do play forwards here. He takes here. Not a big fan. We also have this move. But he's attacking this pawn, and I don't like that. So maybe we go here. He moves here, or here. He comes here. Swap it off. The bishop's coming back here regardless. So if we put the bishop here, yeah, let's put the bishop here. And if he takes here, we're going to just capture. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. And now we don't lose this pawn. Let's get rid of his knight. It's annoying. But here, if he comes here, we just take here, rook here. And I think I would rather have him take this pawn because it ruins his center. But if he takes here, and maybe it's not so good. Let's just do this. Try to be solid. Get the bishop here. That's not a good move, I don't think. This guy's from Australia. Opti 2023. I think this was a blunder. Let's go here. Because we want to put pressure everywhere. Here, here, you know, maybe we can come in this way. He does have a knight, which is not fun. Here. This is tricky. Here, here. So now we come here. Because this piece is not defended. If he takes, we take. And we have a rook holding the end. We just go here. Now I think we're finally free. If I go here, takes. If I just take, bishop back, and the rook comes in. Yeah, let's just do that. It's simplest, I think. Now the rook comes here and starts gobbling. And this piece will be pinned. He just takes, it's fine. Oh, he had this move. Oops. Dang it. Take with check. Let's just do that. It's simple. Here. I'm an idiot. And here will be fine, I think. Or not fine. Because he's going to be able to trade. Dang it. Really mucked that up. Dang it. Let's just go here. Swap it off. Now it's going to be extremely hard for him to win. Especially with just a couple seconds. He's going to go here. Okay, that was good. No, that was bad. Never mind. Dang it. I'm an idiot. It's going to be extremely difficult for him to win. Because he's got a bishop and a knight. Why do I muck that up, lads? Really not good. Alright, hopefully we get to 50 moves here. But we'll see if he knows how to do it. I think I need to stay in this corner. Pretty sure, because this corner has the check. This corner has the bishop here. to 81 moves, lads. I'm pretty sure I stay in this corner. Or this corner. I need to keep moving. This is stalemate. I also only have 22 seconds, so I gotta move quick. I can't believe I threw that, lads. I was completely winning that game. GG. All right. Okay, yeah, I mean, he's got an advantage, but it's very, very difficult for him to, like, win it. I in this kind of endgame, you got to push the king to this corner, I believe, and this corner. 1 second. Let me just grab my endgame book. 100 endgames you must know. Let me just double check this. The book says a few helpful things that I just need to remember when I play. Number one is it's not a mechanical way to do this because every position is kind of different and you have to think critically at certain moments, which makes this checkmate an extremely hard one. The second thing it says is the bishop can only checkmate in its colored corner. So you got to push the king to one of those corners. So I was trying to get my king to opposite colored corners in the game, which is what you should try to do. The worst position is a forced checkmate in 33. So, like, if you can find a forced checkmate in 33 with the knight and the bishop, that's very impressive. But it's extremely hard to do at times. I've just loaded up a similar kind of position that my opponent had me in the game. And I want to just go through it super quick just to kind of show you guys how to checkmate with a knight and a bishop. Now, I've been looking at the book a bit and I've been trying to figure this out. So I'm probably going to get some of this wrong. But let's just talk through it and the thought process in this checkmating pattern. In this kind of position, you want to get your knight to d5. And you can see the king only has one square to go. We don't want to let him go towards a8. So, like, moving the bishop is just stupid here. Like, if I move the bishop, you know, he's moving back into this corner where he doesn't need to be. We need to get him over to this corner. That's our whole goal. When you have a dark squared bishop, you want to get him to a dark squared corner. If you have a light squared bishop, you want to get him towards a light squared corner. So we're trying to push him over this way. So this would be a mistake. Moving the knight to d5, he's forced this way. And now all we have to do is maneuver our bishop around. And there can be some little tricky checkmates here. So let's maneuver our bishop. The king is probably not going to go towards the dark square. He knows that that's where he's going to get checkmated, so he goes back. We now throw our bishop in here, and the bishop cuts off these squares, and the king cuts this one off. So the king is forced in one direction. Now, this is starting to get a little tricky. If we throw in this check, which is what we should do, and the king foolishly goes back towards this way, we have a checkmate. The king has nowhere to go. So we've checkmated him with the bishop and the king. The king's holding these white squares and the bishop's holding the dark squares, and the knight delivers the checkmate. It could be something that you see. The opponent foolishly would walk into that because he just knows he doesn't want to go this way. In the game, I went this way and he threw his bishop here, thinking probably this idea, but he didn't have his knight on d5 to checkmate me. So it was a draw. I think I can't remember where his knight was, but it wasn't on d5. So here the king is forced this way. Now the king's forced this way. What's our next move? Let's move our own king. If we move our own king, then we keep this king hedged in. He can't come here, he can't come here, he can't come here. But we just want to keep our king close to his. The king can't go back, so he's probably going to go this way. He doesn't want to go towards that corner, so he goes over here. So now what we would want to do is move our king as well. We're trying to keep the king enclosed in this square. We don't want him running too far away. Right here, you know, he's got a whole bunch of moves. He doesn't want to go this way towards this corner. So where would you go? You might come down here, you might come up here. Let's say he goes down to g6. Now we can throw our bishop in to d8. d8 holds all of these squares. The king can't come to this one because of our king holding it. And so here, he's probably going to go this way. Let's say he comes down here to h8. Now all we have to do is take opposition with our king. Take opposition, which means he can't go to these squares. And look at the bishop. The bishop is holding all the other squares. So the king is forced closer to the corner. He goes further into the corner. And now you might be thinking, I should throw my knight in here. But I just think throwing the knight in here, it's a little risky because it blocks the path of this bishop. So the bishop is no longer holding these squares. So if you throw your knight in here, it could start to get a bit ugly and the king, you know, might be able to maneuver back and forth and eventually come over this way. You want to find a move where you can reroute your knight. So we would play knight c7 here. And all we're trying to do is to get our knight on a really good square here. And the king can come this way, but if he does, he's not getting out. So now we can bring our knight a wee bit closer. e6, he's forced up, and now we can come bishop g5 with the check. If the king goes here, this is checkmate. Same kind of checkmate pattern on the side. So he's not going to go this way, he's going to go closer to the corner. And now we've got him in these 4 squares. He's getting super close to being checkmated. Once the king's in these 4 squares, try to move your own king in. So we're going to move up to f6. Now the king only has 2 squares. He's probably going to this one. He knows he doesn't want to go to this corner. He's now on g8. And now you might start to be able to spot this checkmate. We've got a checkmate in 4 moves. King, g6. The king only has 1 square left to go. We're putting him right in the corner here. Now, how are we going to deliver this final checkmate? We've got 3 moves to do it. It's kind of tricky, isn't it? We're going to move our king up to f7, forcing our king in one direction. He has to come to here. We throw in a check. He's only got 1 move into the corner. And finally, we deliver checkmate with the bishop. We knew this was the last move. In the corner. The king can't come here because of the knight. Can't stay where he is because of the bishop. And can't come here because of the king. All 3 pieces working together. Guys, that is the checkmate with knight and bishop. And I'm telling you, I will not get that in a game most likely. But I have been trying to study these endgames a bit. So I do have a bit of an idea of it. Hopefully, if this ever happens to me, I'll be able to checkmate. We probably won't let that happen because we will be playing a rapid game. And honestly, this is even hard to do in classical chess. But hopefully, we would be able to do something like this. I hope this analysis helped you. Real quick, let's just go back to our game. We played with a 79.4 and I'm kind of embarrassed by this because we had some amazing opportunities to win this game. You were probably all screaming at me when the queen played this and you're like, check the king. I didn't see it. I'm an idiot. But we did have a check here, winning the queen with a windmill tactic. King has to go back and we would just win this. Completely winning this game. I mean, I just wish that I could spot tactics in games, and I am studying my puzzles. I know some of you say I need to just study my puzzles to get sharper tactics, but I am studying them. I'm trying. Maybe I just need to do it a wee bit more. Anyway, there were several opportunities in this game to win, and the other one was further along here. We did not need to let this guy jump in here. All we needed to do was take a wee bit of time. We honestly could have done anything to stop this. Probably the most obvious is just pawn forwards. He takes, we take, and now there's no fork. You know, we're just completely winning. But I'm sorry. I'm thankful that I got a draw because my opponent should have won that with a bishop and a knight. But it is a very hard checkmate. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed looking at this game. Bye for now.